Once again, Ramadan is here. And people in Morocco in the month of Ramadan get so fanatic about what to put on the table. You can see some sweets, you can see eggs, you can see crepes, you can see all kind of breads. But for me, this is the start of the table, Harira soup. First off, we start chopping our onion. First off, again, oil to the pan. And this is the basic of making every soup. Oil to the pan, celery, onions, garlic, let it sweat. 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. Sweat some onion, just 1 onion, 1 chopped celery, and 3 cloves of garlic. Get back of your knife on top of the garlic, and the shell will just come off. One onion, 1 chopped celery, sweat with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and this is very crucial. You start adding your spices. A little bit of salt. The salt with the soup, we don't season all at once. We season gradually because we don't know how much water we're going to left out. A little bit of pepper. Whisk in. Again, chop a bunch of parsley and cilantro. And sort of like chop it, not bruise it. Into the soup. Just stir around so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then we start adding our spices. Tablespoon ginger. A teaspoon of cumin. Not too much cumin, just a little. And then some turmeric. If you have saffron, you can put saffron. About a teaspoon. Stir all your spices in. And then add about 8 cups of water. Bring everything to the boil, cover the pan and simmer it for 1 hour. Lower the heat a little bit. While my soup is being cooked, I'm going to have to go and clean about a cup of lentils. Check out if there is any seeds or any stones. And wash it about 3 or 4 times. I don't like to cook my lentils with the soup because what happens is they darkens the color. When the lentils start losing their color into the soup, it darkens the color of the soup. And I like my soup to be fresh and red. So I'm gonna boil these for about 15 minutes and then add it to my soup when it's almost done. 30 minutes to the cooking of the soup. Add tomato sauce. These are 2 tins of tomatoes, of diced tomatoes, crushed. If you have fresh tomatoes, use 4 tomatoes, peeled and seeded, and then crushed in a food processor. Tomatoes in, some salt in. I would say about 2 tablespoons. Stir tomato sauce in. Then cover for another 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, take out the cover. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, mix it. About a cup of water. And this is for enriching tomato flavor in the soup. Stir in. Add on. I'm gonna add on the boiled lentils with 1 tin of chickpeas. Stir that in. And add on 3/4 cup of vermicelli. Stir that in. Cover up for another 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, here, I mixed in 3 tablespoons of flour with a 1/2 cup of water. The flour is going to help to thicken the soup and bring it to a consistency of the soup. Using a sieve, start putting my flour and water. I use a sieve so I keep on any crumbles of flour. Stir that flour in. While you're stirring, try to touch the bottom of the base of the pan, so making sure nothing is sticking. As soon as you add in the flour, you can notice that the soup is starting to get thicker and thicker and thicker. Here I whisked in 2 eggs. Eggs. I'm going to start sort of like releasing it slowly by slowly. If you don't like too much eggs, just 1 is fine. My harira soup is ready. Just visually, it's red and vibrant. It's not dark because the lentils have been boiled separately. Now, it's served with dates, and it's definitely the show number 1 in Moroccan cooking in the month of Ramadan. Smells delicious. See you next time with another Ramadan special.